Get ready to be impressed because we are packed with positive and inspiring people.
Kids will be yelling at me, "Police, stop! Do you have babysitter club? Do you have Clifford? Police, stop!"
From an officer who's inspiring kids to read, to a young author encouraging his classmates.
I wanted to share the story with other kids because I want to encourage them that they can also write as well.
Discover the amazing things happening across our country.
That's my draw, at least, is to get out and get beyond this computer screen and actually go like, okay, where are these amazing places that are around us?
And learn their secrets to success.
Follow the can't, don't theory. Because if you don't do something, pretty soon you can't do it.
We're doing it, spreading 30 minutes of positivity. I'm your host, Michelle Macaluso, and this is Good to Know.
God has a plan for everything he does. And I said, I have no idea. I did not think this was part of the plan.
We tell stories. You know, these are stories of times past, 100 years ago. These are heirlooms.
It's about the atmosphere, the ambiance. It's about the whole experience.
I think the biggest lesson they've taught me is to strive for excellence.
I mean, I knew that she was fabulous from day one. So it's great as a mom to see her realizing how fabulous she is.
I'm going to make this world a little bit better when I leave it.
We begin today with a very impressive 12-year-old in Wisconsin who's already the CEO of his own business.
Let's face it, when you check out a website for a local business, you don't really expect to see this, a 12-year-old CEO.
I pretty much am the one-man shop. I design all my cards from photography or art.
John Daniels IV is in charge of his own business, Pontum MKE. We talk over a filmed Zoom interview.
But explain to me what Pontum is.
Pontum is focused on building bridges through creativity. My mom told me, look up the Latin word for bridge. So I did, and that's how I found Pontum, to strive to be a bridge builder through creative skills.
Daniel sells and designs custom cards and stationery.
I take the photography mostly myself, and I edit it to make it into a piece of art.
So how's business?
Been able to do some orders from Wisconsin, Illinois, all the way to Texas and Florida lately.
Yes, Mom and Dad are huge motivators. Clearly, they invest in their son's future.
I think the biggest lesson they've taught me is to strive for excellence and know that nothing's impossible. To know that even if I think that it's a lofty goal to have so much in sales or to produce this many cards, knowing that if I put the work in, if I continue to keep working in school, managing my time to come up with designs, know that I can do it and be the best I can.
Mom, Erica Joy Daniels, admits she even gets emotional dividends from her only son.
He's absolutely a joy. His skills, his passion, but you know what stands out to me, Carol? It's his heart. You know, he has such a old soul, compassionate heart, and I love how when he wants to do, he's trying to do for others. Like, that's uncommon, in a child. And it's funny how often he challenges me. He challenges me, motivates me, and encourages me, and, I look at him and see hope.
And early on, John's attitude was like a professional.
He was at Mequon Montessori School, and one of the teachers had said, John continues to go to the back of the line, and I don't know if he's shy, or should we break him out of his shell? And I remember asking him, he said, well, Mama, you taught me that ladies go first.
Daniel's father, John Daniels III, believes self-discovery is vital to molding future moguls.
The Montessori method of following the child is not something that everybody subscribes to, but really finding things that your child is interested in and just expose them to that over and over and over again. And your child's going to change, that they're going to be interested in dinosaurs one week and planets the next. But it's nothing to go to the library and find books that they can read and talk about the planets or discover different dinosaurs, and just make that learning process fun, because then that insatiable hunger for knowledge is something that a muscle that you build.
His parents tell me encouraging curiosity is a net gain for a child.
My dad told me, I never forget, when I was holding my son, he had come to visit after he was born, and he said, "Kid, celebrate and feed his curiosity. Never get tired of his questions. Allow him to explore, and as he explores his questions, he explores himself." And that's always stuck with me. And I think as parents, we need to not, try to script our children's lives. My grandmother was my bestie, and she lived to 107. And where kids can get restless, he would just sit with her and listen to her tell stories, and he would ask about history.
Both believe extended family is a bonus. After all, they say it extends a child's love.
And when we have those kind of connections in that circle, there are more people for them to be loved on. I don't feel the burden of having to parent by myself, but I also know that I can't constrain him to just my wisdom. I know that there's wisdom in our family network that I cannot be a block for him to receive.
I grew up in a time where you didn't always ask your parents questions. I've given him that freedom to set some guidelines so that we can have open and honest conversations, which allows him to discover so many things.
Every time I wake up, I remember how lucky and blessed I am to have parents and family who support me, extended family who I may not know as much but still will support me. Having a support system is very important and very crucial.
When I asked John Daniels IV about his goals for the future,
I still want to have my own business and focus on being able to keep building bridges through creative design. I'm also a finance person. I love to invest, to have investment advice for people and help them know how to manage their money. But I've mostly had mostly adult clients so far. But
wait. Now, John, you're 12 years old and you're telling me you have financial literacy clients who are adults.
Yes, and I know how blessed I am to be able to have the knowledge that I do.
Yes, he gives adults financial advice. So for any young dreamers hoping to be entrepreneurs, you may want to heed the advice of young John, because he's already yielding results.
If you have an idea saying, I want to start a t-shirt company, or I want to start a lemonade stand, knowing that it's not impossible if you have help. Anything is possible when you put your mind to it.
We have nothing but love for this Florida tennis pro.
It still bothers me when I lose.
Virgil Sweet is 93 years old, going on 94, and still enjoys a competitive game of tennis.
And I guess as long as that is the feeling, I'll still keep playing.
He plays 3 days a week, often with Kathleen Brown, who is 26 years younger.
It's just amazing. I mean, he does a lot of drop shots, which you can't get, and he can still run.
The competitive drive of this World War II vet comes from 25 years as an accomplished high school basketball coach in Indiana.
The basketball has always been my first love, and my teams were known for free throw shooting.
In fact, his 1963 squad holds the national high school team record for shooting 79% from the free throw stripe.
It became a tradition at the high school. Actually, I lectured on it in 17 states.
Virgil developed a specific 20 steps in shooting a free throw. He also has a theory to stay sharp, mind and body, as you get older.
Kyle, it's very simple, and that is follow the can't-don't theory. Because if you don't do something, pretty soon you can't do it.
Now that he's had his second COVID-19 shot, he plans to rejoin his tennis league and pick up doubles.
If I don't play well, I'm anxious to get back the next time. So it's just competitive spirit, and you have it or you don't have it.
And that Virgil has.
There are plenty more impressive people to meet, and this king of the drive-thru went above and beyond for a panicked guest.
I just did it to help her out. I didn't need no money for it. That's just me.
His impressive act of kindness is good to know.